So you see enough of these CGI kids movies and you consistently love them and you start to think to yourself, am I going crazy? So I'm here with my buddies the Schmoes from Schmoesknow.com, which is still hard to say, to talk more about Megamind.
And I'll tell you what, I love this movie, and it seems to be, look, I guarantee you that if you go back and look at all the animation, it really seems that we love animation and we never talk any crap about it.
We love them all. We're idiot. We know we try to, especially this time of the year, we try to talk about Oscar movies, these highfalutin, heart-wrenching dramas, and then a cartoon comes over, we're like, ah!
It's like putting a carrot in front of a rabbit.
We come in, we pretend to have these adult problems. As soon as you put the 3D glasses on us and you see a big blue forehead pop at you, you just enjoy it.
We're suckers for real 3D because the 3D in this film was awesome.
I mean, the 3D was great in this movie, and I'll tell you what, we'll reach a compromise. Keep the 3D in the CGI movies, and we'll all be good. It looks great in this movie, and it looked great in the past 4 CGI movies I've seen. The cinematography was awesome. I mean, the action scenes were cooler than most things I've seen lately. Flying around in a really impressively rendered 3D CGI metropolis is awesome. Now, what I liked about Megamind is that it has a hero in it, I mean, kind of briefly, but it is all about Megamind, and here's the thing, you actually care. Now, I personally wasn't a big fan of Despicable Me. I mean, I don't know why. Maybe it's because I don't have kids. I don't know, but I just didn't connect with it. Which is really funny because Megamind's also about a villain, so you would think it's the same movie made twice, just one has a different coat of paint on it, but it's really not.
That's a bad guy who discovers he's maybe not all that bad. It's like the same movie.
Yes, the supervillain part of it, yes. The difference was, I felt that Megamind, you actually felt in the beginning, you saw more of him being bad. You saw more of how much of a super villain he was. You really got that in it.
I also cared about Megamind more. I don't know if maybe, and you know how I hate kids, but maybe because they showed him as a baby, maybe I started to feel it humanized him a little bit, as much as you can humanize a blue alien from outer space.
As much as I hate saying this, you are exactly right.
Because it's all about how you unfold a story. I like how Megamind was told, and I cared about Megamind more than I cared about the penguin and Uncle Fester's love child in Despicable Me. Or maybe my heart just grew 3 sizes this weekend, I don't know. I mean, it shows Megamind as a kid in elementary school, and he's that kid that nobody likes. He's picked last in all the sports, which is ultimately most of us in elementary school. I mean, there's the popular kids, like the top 1 or 2%, and then there's the rest, and Megamind appeals to the rest.
It's really true. In the beginning of the film, they set up why he is this way, and he was the last to get picked at kickball. He did all this stuff that was, you know, it's like, and you felt for him. You know why he turned out to be a Van Halen fan.
No. He's a bad guy. Van Halen fan. Van Halen's for the good people in the world.
Okay.
And while you're watching your movie with your relatable villain, you have a soundtrack that absolutely kicks ass. I mean, just great music. Crazy Train, Bad to the Bone. They even bust out some MJ.
There's some great music.
The soundtrack is fantastic in this movie.
Yeah, there is some kick-ass rock and roll in this movie. If you like your aliens blue and your heroes big chinned and your music kick-ass rock, you got AC/DC. You got some other special surprises in there.
Yeah.
It is a fun roller coaster ride movie, and again, it's made for it's a cartoon and it's made for beer drinking adults like us.
Brad Pitt is in the movie as Metroman. I mean, ever so briefly, but let's face it, the guy has superhero voice. He's the perfect choice.
Let's talk about Brad Pitt as Metroman.
Now, is there a better voice to cast as a superhero than that of Brad Pitt, world famous actor, action star, hooks up with Angelina Jolie when he wants to?
In fact, I don't even think he knew he was being recorded for an animation. I think they just bugged his house and they recorded his voice as he was randomly talking in his bathroom mirror.
There was only one person I thought that probably could have had a bit of better Metroman, because he's kind of like that movie star kind of superhero, and I thought Clooney would have been great. But if you think about it, Brad Pitt kind of sounds like Clooney now.
I think Brad Pitt did a George Clooney impression for this movie, but he did a very good one, so congratulations. All that time you famous people spend hanging out in Italy filming Ocean's 19 movies has paid off.
And I like that the movie addresses that if the villain wins, I mean, now what? I mean, just as the Joker needs Batman, Megamind needs Metroman. If the villain wins, then he is set for life with all the money he wants in the most boring existence ever thought of.
I think this is such a goldmine for comedy. I'm so glad they mined it. Is that supervillain where he finally, you know, it seems like he takes care of the good guy. Now all of a sudden he's got nothing to do. That was always my favorite dynamic of the Batman series. Is that the Joker? He's always going after Batman. Then he finally gets him in one of the comic books, and he spends the rest of the comic just like us. He's like reviewing movies. He's got nothing else to do.
I'm just not sure that I've seen a superhero movie deal with that fact. I mean, you see it in comic books a lot, but I mean, in terms of movies, I think this might actually be the first.
That's why even in Dark Knight, he's like, kill you? Yeah, you didn't know what to do. So,
Yeah.
all right.
So if you're a supervillain, you like to wreak havoc. That's a lot of fun. Just be careful you don't kill the good guys, because then you're gonna go crazy and start reviewing movies.
I mean, Metroman got along just fine. He's playing the little banjo, little ukulele like Tiny Tim and shit. But what's Megamind gonna do in all this?
Yeah, and I love it because he's just kind of the superhero that's just like, I don't want to be a superhero anymore. I'm gonna play the guitar, I'm just singing a song. And I love his awful song. Jonah Hill's is the voice in this movie, and I think that he was good in the movie. I really do think he was. Yeah. I think he was really good.
He was very good.
Even in cartoons, he can't play anything else.
Jonah Hill is most definitely the same character and everything, but it worked for this movie. It really did.
Yeah, but in his defense, and maybe this will ease your pain a little bit, he is supposed to be kind of an annoying character in the movie. So
no, he was like I said, he's great in the movie. I just, I don't know.
I can see him being so overly creepy that now he's just pissed and he's going to destroy shit. But that is kind of what you get screwed with when you look like the dude chick from It's Pat the movie.
I'm going to say 4 out of 5 Schmoes.
4 out of 5 Schmoes for Megamind.
I thought it was fantastic.
I am going to give Megamind 3.6 out of 5 Schmoes, and it would have got to the 4 one, but it is long and it drags in the middle. There's about 15 minutes in the middle where it's like, guys, this is a cartoon, all right? Let's pick up the pace a little bit. There's you can go to the bathroom and then you can get some popcorn, and you can go to the bank and buy some stamps. You have a lot of time to fill in the middle of this movie that it could have been accordion.
Kind of like that rant.
I will also definitely say check out Megamind. You have 3 out of 3 people here telling you to check it out. If you haven't checked it out by now, I mean, go check it out. It's a good time, even if you don't have kids. I'd like to thank the Schmoes from Schmoesknow.com for doing this collaborative video with me and having good taste in movies. That always helps. And if you like what you've seen here and you want to check out more of me or the Schmoes, then click right here to see more.